Right, hi. I'm just gonna do a quick, well, not not quick, but I'm gonna do a breakdown of the a run I did for the Liberty Island mission for the Shade League, which is a pretty tough run. It's not the toughest we've had. I think we've had harder ones. Pathway Park I think was tougher, or maybe I'm also probably getting better since Pathway Park, but Pathway Park, at least at the time, Pathway Park felt harder. Uh, DARPA Heroic Sub-18 felt harder. Manning National Zoo felt much harder too. But it's still a pretty tough one, I think. And the worst part, I think, for this map is there are a lot of things that you don't really have a lot of control over, like charging time, cutscenes, dialogues, loading, when you're hacking stuff. You can't really do a lot of things to make things faster. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a breakdown of the run I did. It's sorry, I think it's just above 14 minutes. I'm gonna go over my build very quickly. I chose to go with a DPS build. There might be other ways to do this, but since it's a Black Tusk, um, I couldn't really use the Eclipse protocol with the Chem Launcher Firestarter because of all the techs, the doggos and stuff, which are not affected by the Firestarter. You might be able to get away with other skill builds. I honestly don't know. You definitely will have some good results with maybe something like ongoing directive, I think it is, and maybe an SMG build, maybe like Lady Death, to gain some extra speed while running. I haven't tried them. I just went with my go to build, DPS build, which is a classic M1A FAMAS as a backup and perfect glass cannon. And yeah, again, I haven't tried other things, so this is mainly a breakdown for a DPS build. All right, let's go. So classic M1A, really good rolls. You can check the stats for yourself. Boomerang is a great talent. If you're using a baker's dozen, I would strongly recommend if you can find yourself a classic M1A. And I have really good rolls. I have decent rifle damage, very high crit damage, and the damage to target out of cover is really nice. And then Boomerang is, I think I recalibrated this one. And Boomerang is a great talent because basically when you get a critical hit, you have a 50% chance to get another bullet, an extra bullet. So if you have like a 60 percent crit chance, that will be about, I don't know, like 27% chance to get an extra bullet when you hit your target, which means almost one bullet out of three. So basically, you're gonna get extra bullet when you hit your targets, especially if you're hitting tanks and you know NPCs that takes more bullets to get taken down. Anyway, and also yeah, the thing is the Baker's dozen, it has lucky shot which will refill the shot you miss when you are in cover. But for this run, man, you're not gonna get into cover that much because you need to you need to get moving, man. Like all the time, you always need to move forward, run forward. So you're not gonna get really advantage of this. I'm personally playing with a shield too, so I'm almost never in hard cover. So I don't really use lucky shot is not a great talent for me. Famous. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using this one during this run. I don't think I do. I'm not gonna go over everything, but I like this weapon. Providence defense for you know three Providence defense for the bonus here bonuses. Vigilance on the backpack. I still haven't found a better backpack. It's a pretty good backpack, but this blue here is driving me mad. It's not gonna make much difference for because on hard difficulty, like pretty much any decent DPS build is gonna melt the enemies. But if you're playing heroic, like you wanna take a look at those extra percent damage. This is a pretty good vest with perfect glass cannon. Contractor's glove for the damage to armor, sorry. A Grupo Sombra for the crit damage. And the Foxy Sprayer, which are really nice because you get 10% to damage to target out of cover. And also if you're using a rifle. Even if you're not using a rifle, it's a good knee pads. But if you're using a rifle, it's a must. And then I'm using a shield. A shield is really nice for a DPS build for a speedrun because it allows you to play more aggressively. And as you will see in this run, you don't need to have your shield up all the time. It requires some experience. If you've never played with a shield, it's gonna take a while, but after a while, you're gonna be able to tell when you need the shield and when you don't need it. And when you don't need it, when you feel like you can handle the damage, you just leave it on your back, you know. But whenever you feel like, oh, okay, things are gonna get bad for me here, then you use your shield. And the advantage of the shield is that you can still output damage to the enemy, and you can also still move. Like you can't run with the shield, but you can actually move. So for a speedrun, it's a really good skill. And then I have the scanner pulse, to find the enemies faster, basically. I also have the technician spec with this attachment, which allows me to pulse the enemies I aim at. Uh, but actually, I don't really need it here, but it's still a good thing to have. If I'm not seeing an enemy, if he's um, under cover, in cover, I will have I will be able to highlight him, see where he is, and see when his head is gonna pop up. There you go.
Agent, Black Tusk just arrived in Scuttle.
So as you can see, I already had a previous run, which was I thought was a decent run. I've never really speed run this map, like not once. It's one of the few maps that I've never speed run. Speed run? How would you say this? Anyway, yeah, still I got a bit worried when I realized I was 43 seconds. I had an extra 43 seconds. I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be tough. And what I did is I just from this run, I I knew that I wanted to do this part, the first part, in under a minute. That was my goal. And actually, I would have liked to go somewhere near 50 seconds, but I kind of messed up at the end, and I think I got about 55 seconds. But as long as you're under 1 minute here, even if you're a bit above 1 minute, it's just the beginning of the mission. But that was my goal. And what I did here, if you have a DPS build, you get these two enemies on the high ground, right? And sometimes what will happen, because I did this part over and over again, like maybe 6 times, just trying to get it really fast. And every time I felt like I wasn't fast enough, I would just, suicide and start over. So sometimes, usually I would deal with the enemies that are on the ground here. I would kill them. But the thing is, you get two of these enemies on the high ground, and usually what they will do, they will run away, run all the way here, get into cover here, and sometimes you might be able to get one of them, but it can be really tough to get them from the ground because they just stay in cover. And when you cross over and you deal with the other enemies, you're gonna have to hurry up, you're gonna have to run to them and stuff. And then usually at least one of the guy is gonna stay here. He stays here. He's like he's like, oh, I was spawned here to fight here. I'm not gonna move. So that was annoying. So what I did this time, and I only did it once, is I decided to, instead of starting shooting at the enemies here, I thought, okay, I'm gonna get rid of one of these two guys here. I think I went with him. I don't remember, but anyway, just kill one of them, and later on I was about to kill the other one, which was nice because then once I got inside, I didn't have to worry about enemies in my back and having to go back and waste time. So here we go.
The ferry with explosives. I'm hiding on another one of the ferries.
There.
They haven't.
So I just shoot him, and as soon as I got one, I just focus on the enemies on the ground. When I'm not doing a speed run, what I like to do is climb up here and get the high ground here, but I don't know. I haven't tried it, and I felt that it's just a waste of time. Like, it's nice to get the high ground, but I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to be faster because you still waste a bit of time to actually climb. So I haven't tried this one. Maybe it's worth a try to. Also, the thing is, if you don't get rid of these guys here, then they might shoot you when you try to climb. But anyway, as you can see, I'm not using the shield.
There's no way I can take these guys alone.
I'm not using the shield, but I'm still I'm trying to use the environment to my advantage. So this is why I circled around here, because I knew I could get this guy and the guy that is over there, but I'm also in cover with this. But if I'd stay here in the middle, then I have an enemy on my right and an enemy on my left, and this is not good. This way,
To get to Liberty,
the enemies are lined up.
take out here.
I don't have to make big movements to kill them all.
First, do we need to clear out?
I'm getting shot on the right, but I'm choosing to ignore it. Like I said, I'm just doing this part over and over again until I can get it right. So it doesn't matter to me if I die now. I can just start over.
By the terminal.
I was trying to hit him, but I was actually hitting his backpack and not doing any damage.
Ideally, the
Then
ferry
we
I'm
got the head.
currently on.
See, normally I would use my shield or do something, but like I said, if I die, then so be it. I can just start over. So no shield, just move forward. Then you're gonna have a spawn. That I think the door way back over there behind the truck. And usually you're gonna have a few enemies coming on the left and a few enemies maybe coming on the right. Okay.
Trauma detected.
This is why I use scanners. See, I went back. I was about to go this way, but then I realized it was better to go this way. Still no shield. Now at this point, when you get inside, maybe a bit before you get inside, I'm not sure when exactly, there's a spawn that is gonna spawn from up the elevator here. You can see someone over there. If you're fast enough, maybe you can get there in time. I'm not sure if it's better to go left or right. I was afraid of the enemies going all the way back there, so I went left. See, I'm looking for the guy I heard there, but I didn't see him at the time. I was just looking. See, I'm using my shield, but I'm still moving around. Like, I'm not... Yeah. So I wasted a few seconds there. I could have been faster, but I'm still in under 1 minute, which is what I wanted to do. So yeah, you should be able to do this part in under 1 minute. You just have to, if you can't just start over,
Detonating.
because you always want to get the very beginning, the first section, I think, as fast as you can, because it doesn't cost much to try again. You know, it's just 1 minute. So even if you don't feel satisfied by the beginning of your run, you can you can start again. And maybe those 5-10 seconds, they for a speedrun, that might make the difference at the end of the mission. Like if you finish the mission at 15 and 7 seconds, you're gonna be angry that you didn't do better in the beginning.
3.
And then around when she says 2, you can see the minimap lights up here, and you're gonna have a spawn here. I think it's 2 enemies or 1. And if you're quick enough, you really have to be ready. You really have to aim your weapon, and they're gonna kind of come through the door like some kind of ghost or something. See?
What?
And it's difficult to aim because you get the bombs that gonna mess you up. So it's just 1. I'm using my shield now because I got destroyed a
Still
few
here,
times
Agent,
here.
but we're running out of time. I'm on the remaining ferry, but we need to secure it and get
That's
it
why
up
I'm
and
being
running.
a bit careful. But you can probably do this part a bit more aggressively. And then when you kill the second enemy here, I think maybe the first, I'm not sure when exactly. There's a spawn on the left, you can see here. And you want to get to them as fast as you can when they leave the door, because when they leave a door, you know, they're all at the same place, and this is where you want to get them before they start spreading around and running around and getting to cover. But I couldn't get this guy, so I wasn't really able to do that. But I managed to kill this guy before he went over there, which was good. There you go.
Get those explosives ready. And move.
So yeah, you really want to try and kill them before they start spreading around. It's gonna save you a few seconds.
We're not leaving a single vessel behind.
Agent, you have to disable those explosives.
And it's pretty straightforward. You got enemies on the right, enemies on the left, I guess. Ahead. I'm not using the shield again. I can one-shot the red NPCs, and these guys are a bit annoying. You want to make sure you're a bit far away when they explode. Pretty straightforward here. You can see the timer. I'm just above 2 minutes. Now for this part, I don't know. I just like to try and kill the first 2 enemies that are lined up for me here, but usually I can only get this one because this one goes one way or the other. Let's see, yeah, he went left immediately, so I turned right. Kill this guy. You can see I'm using the shield, but I'm still always moving forward. I'm not staying in the same place, right? I'm getting closer to the door, actually. That's what I'm doing. As I'm killing them. And they're actually spawning from a door that is around, like if you take a left, there's a door here. So if you're fast enough, you might even be able to get close to the door, but at the same time the laptop is just here, so you may wanna stay close to the laptop. Then I should have. There was only 2 enemies left, right? And these kind of enemies, not sure what they're called. These, you know, they are. I don't know how you say that. There's a pilot for them, basically. What I mean is, if you only have like one of those with an NPC with a human, don't bother shooting at them, kill the human, and then you're done. As soon as you kill the one that is controlling them, it's over. So when I realized there was another guy here and he was the last enemy, I didn't even finish killing him. I killed this guy and I went straight to the
Explosives disarmed.
Shit. Black Tusker.
So you can see at this point I'm just below 3 minutes.
Closing in on me on the upper deck. I won't be able to stay here much longer.
So if you're able to get to this point, to the upper deck, around 3 minutes, I think you're really in a good spot. You can do better than this, definitely, but it's okay. I mean, so for this part, I don't really have a good a proper method. You can go either left or right. I'm not sure why I chose to go right. I think I just did it in the previous run, so I just did it by repetition. And usually what I do is I would try to get the two enemies here, and by the time I kill those two, one of these guys is gonna come on my left side. So one, two, then I turn left, three,
Engaging hostiles.
kill the Rogo. I shoot that thing here because you can see the spawn over there, right? It might be a good idea to try and kill them as soon as they leave, before they spread around again. But one time on the previous run, I started running over there, and I think somebody shot around here, and it blew in my face, and I started burning, and I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think I died, basically. I think it's what happened. So I did it so that it wouldn't blow in my face. I'm wasting a bit of time here. I should be moving forward, maybe even dropping the shield. But I'm not being as imprudent as I was in the beginning. I don't want to have to start over, so I'm starting to be a bit more careful.
Malfunctioning.
But I could have actually, played more
All right,
aggressively here.
let's get this ferry on a course to Liberty Island. Gotta admit,
So I got inside at 3:30 something. The cutscene is gonna, it's gonna. That's also what's fucked up about this mission, is that you get a lot of things that are gonna make you waste time and that you don't have any control over. Like, it's not a big loading screen, but it's still a few seconds. Then you get this,
Restored.
where you can move. And I don't know if there's a way to actually get to the door. I tried to get to the door and open it before going out of the blinding effect, but I couldn't. Except in a squad. I did it once when I was playing in a trio or duo. I think it was a trio. I was able to get to the door and open the door while I was still blinded. But not solo, so I don't know.
go ahead without me. Find Keener and kick his ass.
Unknown network detected.
Signals coming from below the statue. It's
Oh,
gotta be him.
so if you're using the same build, or if you're using a scanner pulse,
Really went out of their way to get me there tired and poor.
what you can do
Keener.
here, around here, maybe a few steps ahead, I'm gonna be using the scanner pulse. I'm gonna use my skill, and the reason why I do it here is because there's a kind of EMP right after that disrupt your skills, but you can do it right before, and then it's gonna highlight the enemies for you, and you can kill them. So if you have a skill that you can deploy, something like scanner or something that is not gonna get deactivated by the EMP, you can do it.
He's tapped into our comms.
See, right there, right before the EMP goes in.
Agent, ignore him. You know what your objective is.
Then nothing special here. If you have a good DPS, BS, and long range, you need a long range option. I think it's my opinion for this mission. It's gonna be useful to have a long range option.
Neutralizing the last EMP.
Like if you only have like an SMG and a shotgun, I don't know. I'm not saying you can't do it, but
Is fucked, sir. All right, prepare.
I don't know. Actually, maybe going with Lady Death, since you get that bonus to your movement when you're running, maybe it compensates.
For a full assault.
And
All
then
units, move in.
The Black Tusk haven't arrived in New York by coincidence. They're here.
there's I think two enemies coming from this
To get Keener,
chopper here.
but
And
why?
there's
That, near
this
Kelso.
doggo here.
God damn you, Keener.
One time it bugged on me. It didn't explode, or I wasn't able to destroy it. But it just stopped moving, I think. And the end is still a spawn.
I'm going radio silent for now.
So then you
We
get
don't want to
a
telegraph
first
our
chopper
intentions to
here.
this fucking
As you can see,
eavesdropper.
as I'm doing the mission, I'm getting closer to the gate. That's why I'm going this way. I want to get closer to the gate. So the first chopper, you're gonna
Don't listen
get
to what he says.
5 enemies spawn.
He will try to manipulate you. Kelso out.
What's the status? We've spotted division on the island.
Another
But we're all set
oh,
over
that's
here to
only
receive
4
the
men.
package. Deploy the Razorback.
Not sure. Then you get a second chopper,
System
right?
curtailed.
So right now I'm just behind the gate, because as soon as I kill them, they're gonna drop here. Then I just have to open the gate.
System reactivated. System disrupted. System.
Same here. If you're not sure exactly how many there are from the chopper, just look at your minimap here, and as long as you see a red bar, then it means it's not over. So stay ready.
The Razorback is ready
See, it took me a while to realize it was over.
to go, sir.
Not sure.
Initiate.
There you go.
We'll need to disable the Razorback, but it will indirectly benefit your opponent.
Okay, now this part is maybe one of the toughest one. I actually have I had a death here by the the freaking drones, man. I always get killed by drones. I don't know why. I don't know. They're so annoying.
What will you do, Agent?
Nothing special here. Oh yeah, I'm using my shield now because I don't want to take damage, because I might get some damage after from the drones and from the enemies. It's kind of a tough part of the mission. This part of the mission, it can be a bit tough with the Razorback. So I don't want to take damage, because if I'm not lucky and I don't know, some enemy does some good damage on me, I have perfect glass cannon, so I'm kind of squishy. And if I lose all my armor, then pretty much I'm gonna have to use a med kit. Oh, it's gonna be very, very risky to do this part with no armor. So I don't want to have to waste time.
Call a real test between you two. Sir,
Get a bunch of red
division are
NPC,
approaching the Razorback.
no
Do
doggo.
not allow the Razorback to be compromised.
I lost a bit of armor here, but nothing to. But you can see how much damage I got grazed by one bullet.
We can use its drones to locate and neutralize Keener.
I'm switching to
Defend
my
it.
assault rifle because it's easier for me to get the drones.
Razorback detected.
I like to go around.
Weak point
This guy is
detected.
shooting at me, so I'm gonna get rid of him. I like to go around because I get some cover from the enemies. I make sure there are not enemies that are gonna kill me, basically. And then I start working on the weak points. One, two. I saw that drone coming in my back.
Weak points detected.
And got one earlier.
Reinforcements
And,
are on their way.
A lot of enemies here. It's a bit dangerous to show my back on them. To 3 enemies. I just killed. I killed maybe 2, I think. And
Razorback
as soon as I do this, I run to the. You need to get this part done, right? To get all the other weak points. So I'm gonna get here. I change my weapon, and I try to kill as many enemies as I can. I'm not exactly sure how this part works. Like, if you get a fixed number of enemies, no matter what you do, if you get more enemies depending on when you do the hack part, the power terminal part, I'm not sure. But I'm still gonna try and kill as many enemies as I can from this position. Always staying in the circle, obviously. And then, yeah, it's kind of annoying, and that's why scanner pulse and also the linked laser pointer is going to be nice here because the enemies are behind these things here, and you can barely see them because of the plants here. They can see you, but you can't really see them. But with the scanner pulse and the link laser pointer, it's a big help to get the heads. And then I'm gonna start working on the weak points here.
Detected.
And also I hear the chopper behind me, right where I was standing. So I figure I have the time to get one of the weak points, kill those two.
Sending reinforcements.
Make sure that only two. The other weak point, I forgot about the other one that is up there.
Weak points detected.
These freaking drones, man.
Razorback disabled.
And then scanner pulse and finish off the other enemies. Oh, that was a nice shot.
Sir, the Razorback is
Yeah.
offline.
Okay,
That's just fucking great.
that was a pretty good shot.
Impressive work.
Scanner pulse is really nice here because honestly, sometimes for this part, if you don't have scanner pulse, if you don't have a link laser pointer, you don't know where the enemies are. You're gonna be looking for them. Yeah, it's
I can see
It's
why
a
they
good,
trusted you to carry out this op.
it's a good thing
Come
to
by
have
the
here.
plinth so we can have a more
This is
personal
not a time where you waste some time because you have to wait for the dialogue to be over.
moment, but there's a service entrance around the back. You'll figure it out.
It's not much, it's just a few
All remaining
seconds.
units, initiate a final assault. Deploy everything we have southwest of the monument. Understand?
Copy that, sir.
I don't know why I'm going right this way. Yeah, I should stay on the left. Okay, so this is where I had one death
Detected.
on a previous run. And oh, by the way, I've had a few runs with randoms here, and whenever those guys show up, you see them, right? You get a few elites enemies. You get two Chungas. You get, tough enemies, and I see them shooting at them every time. You don't have to shoot at those guys. I mean, you can if you want to. Don't get me wrong. It's your your choice. But they're gonna get killed by the by Keener basically, not the Razorback, but Keener is gonna hack that thing in the sky, the drone or whatever it's called. So you don't have to fight them. There's no point. You can if you want to, but there's really no point. They're just gonna get insta-killed. So what I try to do for this part, and I would actually still try to try something. Yeah, I would like to try something here, but maybe another time. I figured, hey, I need to get to this door, right? So instead of waiting into cover here, can I just move a bit further over there so I can get closer to the door and then kill the drone? I have my shield, so can I kill the drone maybe from over there and then kill the doggos from over there too? So then I'm gonna be closer to the door and maybe, to just get an extra 5 seconds, something like that. So I went running here. I realized those guys were running straight at me, so I had to take cover here. So I was here under cover, and I was actually shooting with my M1A, just waiting for the drone to arrive. And then I realized when it arrived and he got hacked by Keener and stuff, that I was in the very wrong spot. And when the drone threw the bombs here, well, it killed me basically. And I felt so stupid for trying something like that because I realized I was exactly where the explosions, you can see them every time. So yeah, don't try this. Maybe in a few days I want to try to see if I can get somewhere else, if I can maybe go that way. Maybe just run all the way here and hide here. It's just it's just a few seconds, maybe 3 to 5 seconds, where you might be closer to this door. It's all this is. Yeah, I was there, so
System.
I don't know if you can do some damage. No, it's immune at this point. Okay.
Keener, son of a
So
bitch.
no need to shoot anything until this happened, right? You see, I was here and yeah, it destroyed me. Insta-kill. I was so pissed because it was a pretty good run I had. But anyway,
Sir, the Warhounds.
now
They've been hacked.
you just
Do
want to
something
try and
about it then.
We've
kill
tried
that
to.
thing as
Still
fast as you
jammed.
can.
No way to retrieve them.
There you go. And then I'm already starting to move. Now I'm not sure what happened here. Like, I think this enemy disappeared and I'm looking for him. I think and there's another one over there, but it's not the same. It's coming from way back here. So I don't know what happened. Those are annoying because they are running, you know, on the side, and it can be a bit tough to aim at. So I wasted a few seconds here, but it's okay. Like you can see the time here. I wasn't sure if it was good or not. I couldn't remember comparing to my previous run, but I figured I was doing pretty good. At this point, basically,
Just a little further.
I think it's a good time to realize if you're in timing or not, because I think that if you're playing solo, right, from this point on, there's not gonna be a huge variation of time. Like, I don't know. Because all you have to do is wait for things to happen at this point. So obviously you're gonna run straight to the computer. Now I'm gonna switch my build. I'm gonna switch my scanner pulse because I don't need it anymore, because the only thing that there is Keener now and a few tech, you know. So I'm gonna get the jammer pulse. It's skill tier 1 because I have the technician spec, so it's not gonna be it's not gonna be amazing, but it's still gonna
Never
work,
take
you know.
control.
And I don't even have to do this, but at this point there aren't really any skills that are gonna help me, I feel like, except for this one because it's gonna, you know, disrupt the tech. And also I thought it could work on Keener's drone, but I'm not even sure if it does. I'm not sure if it does. But anyway, I'm going that way because you see on the right corner there, the next door you need to get to is here. So I'm just getting closer.
It'll never happen, bro.
And I'm gonna take the
That's the
fight
difference.
here.
That's why you're still an agent of the division.
And it's nothing special. You just get
Rogue incinerator turret
tech
detected.
thrown at you, you just shoot it.
Rogue
Even
assault
if you
turret
miss a few of
detected.
them, like, it would take a lot to kill
Demon
it.
hive detected.
I mean, on my backpack I have a 10% resistance to explosion, I think. I think that might actually help me mitigate some damage.
Rogue striker drone detected.
But on hard difficulties, it's not gonna deal a lot of damage.
Rogue airburst seeker mine detected.
Yeah, it's really straightforward. Shoot takes at you, you shoot it down before it targets you, and you just have to. Actually, it's actually a bit boring.
Rogue explosive seeker mine detected.
And if you have a very strong status effect build with Jammer Pulse, if you're playing in a group, you can disrupt those.
What's your objective, Agent? What are you doing here? Do you really trust the people you work for?
How should I
You
call
trust
it?
yourself.
This shed tech, you can
Trust.
disrupt it like for the entire duration of the quote unquote fight. But it's not, you don't really need it. Because for Kina you're gonna want damage. If you have decent damage, if you have very good damage, you're gonna be able to kill Kina really fast, and that's what you want. So I would strongly suggest, even if it's just for the last part of the fight, get yourself a good DPS build. And Kina, you're gonna be able to kill Kina in a matter of seconds. And I don't think you can do that with a skill build. If you're playing solo, there you go. So you still have a few seconds, so you can actually maybe position yourself somewhere else in this room. You're gonna have to wait for Anna to stop talking.
Final sequence. I wonder what that
There you
means.
go. You have to press the button.
System malfunctioning. System
Now.
reactivated.
It's pretty straightforward. You can see. Let me go back a little, because there's not gonna be a lot of variation here.
No way to retrieve them.
God damn it!
Just want to check the time. Okay, so I'm gonna say that if you get to this door now, in under 9 minutes, and you have a good DPS build to deal with Skinner quickly, then you're good. If you're above 10 minutes, I don't think you're gonna make it. If you're above 10 minutes at this point, I don't think you're gonna make it. I'm not saying it's absolutely impossible, but man, it would be really tough, right? Because I don't think there's really a way to go much faster than what I did from now. I mean, maybe probably, yeah, a few seconds here and there, but not 30 seconds or something, because Kina just destroy him. So I don't know. But yeah, I would say that you're good up until 9:30, maybe 9:45 tops. I think if you're above 9:45 at this point, well, I wish you luck, right? And if you're at, I don't know, like 11, then you're not going to be able to do a sub 15. If that's your goal, obviously.
Unknown biological
You gotta do.
system
All right, so
reactivated.
there we go.
You gotta do whatever you can to prevent the launch of that missile agent. And once you've done that, do me a favor and kick Keener's ass.
Then again,
Initial launch sequence activated.
you can see the timer starts here. It's 12:08. So since I did it in 14 something, if you are at 13, like 13 and 0 seconds, you might still be good, right? But it would be like, it's gonna be a close call.
Unknown
If you're in a group, obviously you can have, it depends on what builds you have in your group, because you need some damage to destroy the weak points pretty fast here. But you can gain maybe a second or half a second if you have someone positioned on the other hacking zone, so that whenever you destroy this weak point, you already have somebody there. You don't have to close the distance here, and you can do it again from here to here. Just need one person to be ready to start the hacking over there.
biological compound detected.
And here you can see I'm getting as close as I can to the other zone. Again, I'm always trying to, even if it's just 1 second, half a second.
Payload on that missile. Imagine that.
I took the M1A no shield because I just want to be able to destroy the weak point as fast as I can. And my M1A is it has higher DPS than the FAMAS actually. I don't
Rogue
have to
striker
reload
drones
it.
detected. Rogue assault turret detected.
You're such a waste of skill and commitment.
See, I reloaded at the wrong time because I could have started shooting that thing. Like if you're getting really close, if you're like at 1330 here, you're gonna want to put everything you can on your side. So don't reload right before the weak point shows. Just be ready to shoot it. It was like 3 shots, I think. And as soon as it's done,
It's tragic.
see, so if you already have somebody over there, if you're in a group, you're gonna have maybe an extra 2 seconds, something like that.
I don't think you
But you still need, if you're like in a group of 3, I would recommend having 2 people here to shoot the weak spot. And the person that is gonna wait here, I recommend that it's not the one that has the highest DPS. You want that person over there to shoot the weak point and destroy it as fast as you can. If you have a skill build, it's going to take you a few extra seconds to destroy the weak point.
I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing it for everyone. All I ask is for you to open your mind.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected.
Just waiting for the weak point to show. There you go. That was okay. That was pretty good.
Payload will push the reset button on the entire city. A fresh start. We share
And
that
again,
common goal. I'm just
this one got me. I was
expediting
a
the
bit
process.
slow. And again, I'm getting over there because I'm gonna, to get the weak point that is on the other side after this, I'm gonna have to run all the way here and aim here. So the closest point is over there, somewhere over there.
Rogue sniper turret detected. Rogue incinerator turret detected. Rogue artillery turret detected.
Then I run to the weak spot, but you know, I forgot exactly why it was, even though I just did the mission, but never mind. It's not here. You really have to go over there. See, I wasted a few seconds here. Yeah, you need to get in this position so you can get. And I think when you do, it destroys the tech that is around. So you don't really have to worry about the tech whenever you destroy the last weak point here. Just go over there, shoot that thing, and you're done. Then
You useless brain.
I like to go here. Okay, that might be a closer spot. I'm not sure. Maybe if you go there, maybe I don't know. I like to go here because I can see Keener. I'm behind the cover. I'm gonna get paralyzed, and maybe I should actually stand over there because I think Keener basically, and I'm not sure if he does that all the time, but he gets here, he shocks you, and then he comes down and he starts running somewhere over there, and then he stops, and then you can move again. So it actually is a bit risky to stay here because he could shoot you. So maybe you want to stand there. But I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure if he always go to the same spot. I'm really not sure. But you can see for yourself.
What you have just done.
So you can see his drone is already out. And something really weird, I've played this one with squads. I did 2 trios trying to do with, with a squad, and I couldn't get a sub 15. It was with randoms, and we had a pretty decent run, I think one with in 15:26 or 36, something like that. But I noticed that in the party I was, I'm not sure if it was one or 2 of the other guys in my squad. They were able to move like maybe 3, maybe more, maybe 3 to 5 seconds before I could. Like for some reason I got shocked for a longer time, and I don't know what that's about, if it's my positioning, if it's something else. But yeah, for some reason I stayed paralyzed longer than this guy or these guys, which was really weird. But there you go. Keener comes here. You see the invisible weapon. Man, this mission is even after they fixed it, it's still bugged. Like you can even see when the way he ran to me, it was like he wasn't running, he was gliding or flying. I'm not sure exactly what that was. I mean, look at this. Look at he's flying. Oh, I get it. It's Harry Potter with his broom, right? With his how do you say broomstick? Broomstick? I'm not sure. I think that's what he's doing. But anyway, he's gonna stop here.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
So I think I already tried to get rid of the drone with this. Last time I did, it didn't work. So I don't know if it works or not. I have no idea. Or maybe it just disrupt the drone. I don't think it destroys it. So then it will come back up. So I didn't even bother. I just shot it. I think it just needs a couple shots, maybe 3.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
See, I missed the first 2. 1, 2. Yeah, I think it's just a couple shots. It's done. Then I go back to look at this. Look at the position of his hand, man. And you can see his weapon is actually firing on his back here. This is ridiculous. Like how can you take this guy seriously like this? He's pointing at me with his empty hands. Fuck me. But anyway, I just started shooting at him, right? Oh, he's starting to take damage. You can see his armor going down now. But I already used a few shots on the drone and stuff, so it wasn't ideal. But I think I was able to kill him. 1, 2, 3. He did a lot of damage on my shield. So I was getting ready to, to get to cover here. And then he started running, and I was like, oh no, no you don't. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh wow, that was. I think I got him with. Oh, you can see the refill, right, of my weapon. That's what this skill, this talent is so great, right? Because contrary to Lucky Shot, you deal extra damage. Like it, how do you say? How do you say that? Jeez, I don't have the word. Well, it gives you benefits for. It's really not the not the right word, but anyway, it gives you. Um, it gifts you maybe uh, for being able to actually hit your shots, right? So Baker's doesn't. It allows you to, miss shots and not get punished by this if you're in cover and stuff. But this one, see, it gave me extra shot that allowed me to kill Keener before having to reload. So that was really nice. Yeah, I think I got him on the last shot, man. That was a really close one. So yeah, it was 14 and 3 minutes. And as I said, you might be able to get this part maybe, I don't know, 5 seconds faster. Maybe a bit more than that, but honestly, I don't think you're gonna be able to do this like 15 seconds faster. I don't see a way. If you're playing solo, right? there's just nothing you can do. Like you can't run faster. Maybe if you have Lady Death, I'm not sure if that counts. If you kill the tech, if it gives you the extra speed. I don't think it counts as a kill. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But yeah, you're not going to be able to go much faster than this. So, like I said, the timer I showed you
You gotta do whatever you can.
is a very good, and same here. You're not going to be able to go much faster than what I did. There's just no variables to get advantage of. So again, you're gonna want to be here before 10. Yeah, you're gonna want to be here before 10, or I don't really see you putting this off. But obviously, if you get here at 10, I mean, you should still try, right? But it's gonna be tough. And then nothing special. I just show my build. I already did, and that's it. Yeah. So yeah, that's a pretty tough run. I was actually surprised that I was able to, because I thought I basically did the same thing that I did in my first run, but my first run was of 15 and 43. So that's 1 minute 40 I was able to scrap off, to remove from my run. And I honestly don't know how I did it because I thought I basically did the same thing. But anyway, if you have a DPS build, this could give you kind of a roadmap as to how to do it. It's also nice because you still have like almost 1 minute to 1 extra minute to play around, so you don't even have to be this fast. But hey, yeah, I hope this helps. I'm still waiting on stranded tanker because of there's this freaking bug on the fire crane, right? The fire tower that we can't get past. Can't get past. I hope they fix it soon, so I can do this for the manhunt, for the time trials, and be done with it, right? Okay. Well, thanks for watching. Good luck with this run. If you need any help doing this run, if you're on PC and you want to team up, try and do this run, just let me know. And you can also add me on what's it called? Uplay. My ID is Lightcaller, right? Lightcaller. So yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.